Match number 5 will pit the Akron Rams and the Dayspring Christian Eagles. As I'm Cole Hostead here on this big time small town media production with ColoradoPreps.tv of the 15th annual NJC Spectacular. As the Akron Rams coming in 2-0 into this matchup. And the Dayspring Eagles 1-0 as they will face Resurrection Christian right after this. And the starting lineup for the Akron Rams will look much like this. It will be Megan Woods, Ali Vasquez, Sydney Merrill, Carly Christensen, Jordan Bear, and Sydney Glosson. For the Dayspring Eagles, it will be Maggie Fargo, Michaela Donahoe, Jordan Angus, Hannah Donahoe, Emily Kurz, and Kaylee Angus, with the libero being Sarah Ingram. As both teams get ready to face off with each other. As this is match number 5 of the day on this court, as they will have one more match through pool play here, and then it will be on this court number 3 team out of this pool versus number 3 team out of the gold pool. And then it'll be number 1 versus number 1, the same as from this pool versus the other pool. As the Dayspring Eagles will lead things off with the ball, as Maggie Fargo will have the serve. First serve will go back row to Vasquez and over, and Donahoe will put one home for a kill, as that will be a 1-0 lead for the Eagles. Fargo goes back row for Glosson, set up by Christensen, near side for Bear, off the block and out, and a kill for Bear, and evens up at 1-1. Bear with the serve, picked up by Donahoe, set up, and Donahoe will attack over the block. Picked up, and in the net go the Akron Rams, and point to the Eagles. These two are both in the 2A ranks and will most likely face each other one more time or a couple times in the season, as Glosson goes over the block, picked up as Ingram will fire over to Kurz. Christensen sets up for Merrill, and she will put one home for a kill, and even this match at 2 apiece. Akron 2-0. Dayspring's 1-0. Serve will go to Woods, and she'll be picked up by Ingram, and back row by Kurz, and Fargo could not get the ball on the free over, and it comes 3-2. Backside is Ingram, picked up by Donahoe, and freed back over by Michaela Donahoe. Near side for Merrill, and she will drive one down the line and in. Her second kill of the match, and makes it 4-2 Akron. Woods will soft serve, and this will not even draw net, as it will hop underneath and give the serve to Dayspring. As we Hannah Donahoe will serve to Woods. Set up by Christensen and to Glosson over the block and out. And we're tied at 4. Donahoe with the serve and a rotation violation by the Akron Rams. Gives an easy 1 point for the Eagles. Donahoe's serve is on the line for an ace. And that was right in the corner. Couldn't have painted that one any better. 6-4. Back row dug out by Woods. Played by Merrill. Donahoe set up as Fargo has to let Kurz free ball this over. Christensen and Merrill will tap it over and down for a kill, make it 5-6. Sydney Merrill will jump serve and dug out back row. Kurz has to just tip it over. This side will be Vasquez, and she'll go off the block out, and that's a kill for her. Allie Vasquez was taking her ACTs earlier in match number 1, and then she comes into the second set against Rez Christian and just dominates. Ball over by Glosson. Fargo into Angus, and Angus was blocked by Vasquez and makes it 7-6 Akron. Merrill with the serve. Jump serve, dug out back row by Ingram. Angus gets this one out, and it'll be freed over by Donahoe. Woods to Christensen, short set, and down for a kill is Glosson. Makes it 8-6. Jump serve and in the corner for an ace is Merrill. (9-6). Off the net cord, picked up by Angus. Far side for Kurz. She goes and down for a kill on the back line. Makes it 9-7. Kaylee Angus serve back row, dug out by Baird. Near short set for Vasquez, and she will put it home 10-7. So as soon as Akron gives the serve away, they get it right back as Allie Vasquez is showing her presence and why she's one of the best in the state. Dug over by Kurz, and miscommunication by the Eagles, and the ball falls, and 11-7. Glosson with the serve, dug out by Fargo, over by Angus, and into the net, and makes it 12-7. Glosson serving and dug out by Donahoe, over to Angus and to her sister Jordan Angus as she hits this one out on the attack, and it's 13-7. And subbing in will be Taylor Ingram as it's flipped over the net. Vasquez with this short set and off the block and out, and that's point number 14 as the Rams double up the Eagles of Daysprings. Serve right into the net by Glosson and makes it 14-8. Serves goes back for Emily Kurz. as she will go to Glosson, set up by Christensen, far set, and off the block as the Eagles return. It'll be Donahoe will try to flip it over. Christensen to Vasquez, and she will pound one down and in. And that is the 4th kill of the set for Vasquez. Gives the serve to Christensen as she will throw this one right into the net, 15-9. Carly Christensen, one of the better servers on the team. As Ingram will go back row. Set up Christensen, Vasquez off the block, down and in. 16-9. Vasquez will serve this one, dug out by Ingram, and they say it hits the ground ace for Allie Vasquez. She only played 3 sets, but she looks like she is getting into midseason form. Dug out by Kurz, and another ace, back-to-back aces for Vasquez. Vasquez serves back row and make it 3 in a row. And when you draw 3 aces, I think you have a good chance. And a timeout will be taken by Dayspring. And that's their first timeout of the set. They trail 19-9. And this is what you're used to seeing out of this Akron team, is getting up big and not giving away leads. As Morgan Thompson from Briggsdale joins me. She's up here chilling with me. You know, gotta give some family love. Morgan, my cousin. So it's an honor for me to call her games. I haven't got to see her play in probably 3 years since I was off at college, and this is her being her senior year, so I finally get to watch some of her volleyball matches, which I like to see. And you know, she's out there playing her heart out, and she has one more match here today. She will play, I think, Heritage Christian from the Gold Pool after the Sterling Calici match over on court number 1, as Vasquez will retain serve out of the timeout. The jump serve over the net, and it will be dug out by Angus, set up by Fargo, dug out back row by the Akron Rams. And off the block is Merrill, and she will drive one home, 20-9. Vasquez with the jump serve, and it is long by a ways, and it is 20-9. Akron wins this. They become the number 1 team out of this pool. As ball served, and Christensen to Bear off the block out, and first to 21. That's a blackjack if you're playing cards. But Bear will try to serve for point that is on her jersey, number 22. Dug out by Kurz, back row, as Kurz will have to free ball this one over. Woods into the net, and this ball will not be able to go over. It's 21-11. Back row, dug out by Vasquez. Woods sets up Glosson, dug out by Angus. Kurz rolls the net, dug out in the net, as Glosson was close to digging that one all the way out, and Vasquez just missing getting the free ball over, makes it 21-12 as Dayspring still has the serve. Back for Bear. Off the block is Glosson, and that will be a kill for Glosson, 22-12. And Megan Woods will have the serve for the Akron Rams. Kurz digs out. Fargo to Angus, as Vasquez will set one up for herself as she dig out, back row by the Eagles. As Vasquez tries to dive for one, it gets it over the net but out as Daysprings gets point number 13. And Jordan Angus coming back on for Sarah Ingram in the rotation. Back row dug out by Baird. Near side for Vasquez and out on the long attack, and it's 22-14. Donahoe will deliver this one. Set up by Christensen. Near side for Glosson. Over the block and another long attack. So back-to-back long attacks by Akron has just given 2 points to Daysprings, 22-15. Donahoe's serve. Short for Woods. Christensen will tip it over, and in the net, they say, was Jordan Angus, and makes it 23-15. Sydney Merrill will serve the jump serve to Fargo. Set up by Angus. Near side for Kurz. Off the block. Dug out by Merrill. Vasquez on the attack and down and in. And that is a kill. And Akron will be serving for set point. Merrill, who was the key contributor in match number 1, now is the number 2 option as her serve sails long, 24-16. So Daysprings stays off 1 set point. The serve will go back to Woods. Set up by Christensen for Glosson, tipped over and dug out by the Eagles. Backside for Fargo, dug out Woods. Christensen, near side for Vasquez, over the block and down for a kill, and that is set point as Akron takes set 1, 25-16 over the Daysprings Eagles, as we'll come back with set number 2 right after this. I'm Cole Honstead with this big-time small-town media production on ColoradoPreps.tv of the 15th annual NJC Spectacular.
Akron Auto is proud to be the best pre-owned automobile dealership in northeastern Colorado. Quickly expanding, Akron Auto has 2 locations. The original on Highway 34 in Akron and a second on Highway 34 in Fort Morgan. Akron Auto wishes to thank local patrons for making their business possible and asks visitors to stop in and see what may be on the lot for you. Tax time is the perfect time to use your rebate on a car, truck, or SUV upgrade. Akron Auto, better for your budget. This broadcast of high school sports is being brought to you courtesy of the Allen Bear Agency of Akron. In times of such economic uncertainty, let Allen Bear and his staff serve as stability when it comes to your insurance needs. With years of experience serving their community with products in auto, home, and life insurance, the Allen Bear Agency is also available for farm, crop, business, and health insurance as well. Give Allen and his team a call today at 970-345-2310 or stop into 142 Adams in Akron to see how the Allen Bear Agency can serve you.
Set number 2 will commence underway as the Akron Rams take a 1-0 lead over the Daysprings Eagles, as the Rams will have the serve out of the set, and it'll be picked up by Fargo near side for Angus, and it'll be down off the block for point number 1 goes to Daysprings. Fargo will have the serve. She'll go back row for Vasquez, set up by Woods. Into the block was Merrill. Set up near side for Donahoe, and off the stuff block is Glosson, and point for Akron. Woods with the serve, taken back row by Kurz. She'll have to free ball over after the set. And Glosson off the net and picked up and over and back into the net. Donahoe tries to put one home, but hits the net and ricochets back into her own court, and the Eagles can't play it over. Picked up by Kurz, back row, set up. Near side will be Ingram, and down for a kill is Merrill, as Ingram coming off the JV roster. Because I had to look down because figure out who she was. Picked up by Kurz, back row, set up Fargo, near side for Donahoe. As set up, Christensen will have Merrill just pop it over. Fargo, near side, Donahoe blocked at the net, and it's picked up. Vasquez, Christensen, shoot, tip, and off the hand of Ingram and down out of bounds, and that's a kill for Merrill. Woods with the serve, picked up by Ingram. Fargo will try to shoot it over. It's free balled over by Angus. Christensen near side for Merrill, over the block and down for a kill. Woods with the serve, picked up by Ingram. Near side, Donahoe, and out on the attack. Makes it 6-1 in favor of Akron. Back row, Kurz sets up for Fargo. Near side is Ingram. And Vasquez plays it when it could have been out. Glosson with the push into a block. Christensen near side, Merrill down the line and done. That's a kill. 7-1 as Woods still serving. She's served 6 straight points. To Ingram, the libero, set up near side for Donahoe. Off the block, picked up by Ingram and pushed over by the Eagles. Set up, Christensen near side for Vasquez. Back row, dug out back row as it blocked. Woods, Vasquez, flat-footed attack. Near side will be Donahoe, tries to put it over, dug out by the Rams. Near side, Merrill, flat-footed attack, dug out back row. Fargo, near side, Angus tries to put one in as Donahoe puts one back over the net and into the face of Megan Woods, and it's 7-2. Donahoe with the serve, picked up by Christensen, as Glosson will place it over the net, blocked at the net. Vasquez sets up, and free ball over by Glosson. Inside now goes Ingram to Kutz, and off the block at the net is Merrill and out, and it hit off the net, no block, and it's 7-3 as Dayspring serves. And make it an ace as Donahoe goes off Megan Woods, and she can't handle the serve. 7-4. Donahoe serves back row for Bear. Christensen sets it over, and she's in the net. And make it 7-5 as that's an easy point for Daysprings. Daysprings with the serve. Back to Woods. Christensen, near side, Glosson off the block, and it's picked up by Donahoe. Woods, Christensen to Vasquez, and she will put one home from the back row and make it 8-5. Ball served over by Merrill. Ingram, back row for Woods. Christensen, serve for Vasquez, and it's in the net goes Ingram. Taylor Ingram, the freshman. And it becomes 9-5 Akron. Merrill with the serve, and it to Donahoe. Fargo with it as she will set up Kurtz, and her attack wide and becomes 10-5. Back row, Ingram sets up. Vasquez, Christensen, short set. Vasquez will put it over. Donahoe, short set over. Christensen, long set for Merrill. Near side will be Fargo, and Donahoe will have to free ball it over. Set by the Rams, near side for Vasquez. She'll just float it over. Fargo, near side, Kurz off the block, picked up by the Rams. Christensen, near set, back row for Merrill, off the libero and down for a kill as Vasquez and Merrill having a good game so far as Daysprings will take a timeout. That's their first timeout of the set. Akron leads 11-5 and 1-0 here. Both teams having long rallies lately as they haven't been able to really figure out each other. As Vasquez and Merrill have been just pounding the ball into the ground, but a lot of it is coming right off a block, and that's what you like to see as a coach, is you like to see more blocks, but you get to see a lot more attacks, and it gives you a better chance to get better defensively over the season. And both Michaela Donahoe and Hannah Donahoe have been a presence at the net for Daysprings, as Akron will have the serve coming out of the timeout. Donahoe sets up Fargo near side. It'll be Kurz will have to free ball it over. And he set up near side Vasquez, and down on the Dayspring side, and for a kill as Vasquez just powers through the one-man block. Dugout back row by the Eagles. Kurz will have to free ball it over. Woods set up Christensen as a lift on Glosson as she tried to get over in time to get the ball over, and it's 12-6. Hannah Donahoe will serve for the Eagles. And it goes back row for Woods. Set up Christian, near side for Glosson, off the block and out, and point Akron. Serve will go to Glosson, and she'll go back row. Set up, and Bear tries to put one back over. Set up, Christensen, near side Bear, off the block, down, and that's a kill. And it's 14-6. Glosson with the serve right into the net, and service error, easy point for Daysprings as they cut the lead in half. Ingram would be the server. She is substituted for Kaylee Angus. Angus will have the serve. We'll go back row. Glosson set up Christensen on the backside. Vasquez is dug out by the Eagles. A set over as Bear sets up Christensen near side for Vasquez. Left-handed attack and nearly dug out by Fargo, but it'll go down as a kill for Ali Vasquez. Christensen with the serve, set up for Kurz. Off the block, dug out as Angus tries to go over the net. Vasquez trying to tip it near side and cannot get it to fall as it's out. And it's 15-8. Kurz with the serve, dug out by back row. And we have a rotation violation. As referee Deb County is explaining what just went wrong as Woods was on the wrong side of Merrill. So Kurz will drive it back row, dug out. Vasquez will have to have it free balled over by Bear. Near set, Angus, and off the roll, and it'll be a 4-hit violation on Dayspring. It'll be 16-9 and give Vasquez the serve as she will rifle one right into the net, and it's 16-10. As Ingram, the libero, will serve it to Vasquez. The near side will be Merrill, and off the chest of Angus. Popped up, Christensen. Near side will be go Vasquez, back row attack. Dug out, back row. Set up near side, Angus. And popped up, and in the net, they say was Bear for the Rams, and it becomes 16-11. And Daysprings will still have the serve. Serve across, Vasquez will set up for Christensen, and Bear attack into the net, and 16-12. Back row, Vasquez set up by Woods, and Glosson will have to put it over. Set up near side, Angus. Vasquez, well, Christensen will throw it over. Fargo will have to tip it over, and not quite getting to it is Glosson, and she puts it out of play, and it's 16-13. Ingram with the serve, Vasquez. Near side, as Glosson has attack is long and into the stands, and it's 16-14. 4 straight points by Ingram as dug out by Bear. Christensen gets to this one, and Vasquez will have to put it over, and it'll be blocked at the net. Push back, Vasquez. Christensen near side will have to go Merrill. Merrill will put it down on the line, and that was a tough call for the Eagles to see where they wanted to go with that, and Bear doesn't draw net, and it's 17-15. Coming back into the game for the Eagles will be Taylor Ingram. Back row service, and pushed back over by Merrill on the return. And becomes 18-15. And give Megan Woods the serve. Service across, Taylor Ingram. Near side as it will be Ingram's attack and out, or into the net, and it's 19-15. Ingram sets up. It'll be dug out by Fargo. Fargo will have to dig out. A set across by Angus, and this ball goes over Ingram with a hit, as Fargo will try to roll it over the net, and she can't, and it'll be 20-15, and another timeout by Daysprings, and that is their final timeout of the set. Both teams having some trouble with the serves, and then just returning it where they can have a clean pass and clean set. Coming out of the timeout, the Rams will still have the serve, and it'll go to Megan Woods. Here in set 2, as Akron leads 1-0. Serve back to Kurz. Set up and by Fargo. Near side will be off the block and out, as point will go to Akron. Fargo will set this one up for Donahoe and picked up out of the block. Set up near side. Kurz has to free ball this one over. Christensen shoots far side, and it'll be off the rifled home by Merrill. As we have a technical difficulty here, as the scoreboard has been unplugged. As people are, Akron, if you are watching this, Akron's trying to, I think, play a game where they like ninja each other, and if you get hit, you lose an arm. And it's quite interesting, actually. And it's pretty cool to watch. And Vasquez just got waylaid right in the elbow, and so she lost her whole right arm, and now she's got to play left-handed. Okay, we're back to volleyball as the scoreboard is back up and running. Vasquez Woods will shoot this one off, and Ingram will have a whiff on the attack attempt, and it becomes 23-15. Woods back row for Kurz, set up by Fargo. Donahoe will off the block, rolls the net and down for now a set point. Woods serving for the set, and she will go out, as it'll be wide on the serve, and it's 24-16. Gives the serve to Michaela Donahoe. Into the net, and that'll be set number 2 to Akron, as the set 2 score 25-16. and that's the exact same set as we had last time, as here in the 15th annual NJC Spectacular. We're coming back with set number 3 between the Akron Rams and the Dayspring Christian Eagles. I'm Cole Honstead with his big-time small-town media production on ColoradoPreps.TV.
With more than 30 years in business, Pro Sports is the only place teams need to go to outfit for this season. A complete supplier of team athletic apparel, teams get their uniforms and equipment at a team discounted price. Outfit your team with Pro Sports, located in downtown Sterling, but a proud supplier to teams from all across Colorado. Pro Sports offering team discounts. Call now, 970-522-8545, and outfit your team today. Pro Sports, your team source.
Here's a simple math problem. What's 1 plus 1? 2, you say? Not according to Colorado. Here, 1 plus 1 is 3. Use our personal free checking and personal free collections to give you twice as much free. You'll start with free checking, free online banking, free telebank access, free penny pay, no service fees, and more. And when you add on, you get a free savings account, free credit and mortgage, and more. So you're in for free. Try today to open a new account by visiting bankofcolorado.com, where 1 plus 1 equals 3.
In 1916, it is estimated that producing 100 bushels of corn took approximately 35 to 40 hours. Today, it is estimated that producing the same 100 bushels takes less than 3. A lot has changed in the last 95 years, but one thing has stayed the same. Farm Credit is still the lender of choice for America's farmers and ranchers. We are passionate about agriculture and are dedicated to serving America in good times and bad. This is Jordan Wilkie in the Yuma Lending Office. Give us a call today to see how we can help you. Premier Farm Credit, the gold standard in ag lending.
Ice & Oil has been supporting our community for over 65 years and is the leading supplier in propane, Sinclair diesel and gas, Chevron oils, greases, and lubricants, and a variety of tires and Delco batteries. Located on Highway 34 in Otis and Plattner, Ice & Oil is your #1 source for diesel, oil, gas, and propane needs. For all those road trip adventures through Northeast Colorado, they offer 24-hour pay-at-the-pump gas and diesel services. Ice & Oil, American product, American quality, affordable prices.
Americans love numbers and iPhones. We all know that 7 dwarves, 4 seasons, and 12 days of Christmas. Now, for a limited time, the Arrow is featuring countless
Set number 3 coming your way as the Akron Rams and the Dayspring Christian Eagles underway. Akron leads 2-0 to Daysprings. As checking rotations and making sure no one gets in trouble, as Fargo will have the serve out of the break, and it'll be Bear off the block and picked up by Vasquez. Near side for Merrill. She will drive one deep and dug out by the Eagles. A flat-footed attack by Donahoe. Near side will be Merrill. She'll go over the block, dug out back row by Ingram off the net and over as Vasquez will shoot it back. Kurz. Fargo for the near side for Angus and blocked at the net. Akron point. Stuff blocked by Merrill. As now Taylor Ingram steps back onto the court. Served by Bear, picked up by Kurz, set up Fargo near side for Angus, and we'll go far side. It'll be Vasquez back row attack. Fargo near side Donahoe, and dug out by the Rams. Near side for Glosson, down the middle off the net, and rolls home for a kill and makes it 2-0. Bear drives one back row for Kurz. Sheds near side for Donahoe as picked up and free balled over by Glosson. Set up near side for Ingram. Off the block is pushed back over by the Eagles. Near side for Merrill as she will drive one off a block and down for a kill as Donahoe was looking to go diving for it, but there were chairs in the way. And Bear will serve one short for Kurz, and Kurz can't help this one, and that's an ace for Bear. Short serve, Donahoe pushed over. Christensen near side tried to go for Glosson, but Merrill came running in and threw it off the net, and it's 4-1. Serve goes to the Eagles. Christensen will take this one up. Woods near side down the middle for Merrill. Off the block, down, home, kill. That will give the serve to Megan Woods. Serve up and back row. Dug out by the Eagles. Blocked at the net on the attack. Donahoe will go one hand over the top of a block and in for a kill. Bring back in Jordan Angus for the Eagles. Dug out Woods. Christensen. Back row attack by Vasquez. Fargo near set. Angus. Stuff block and down. And they say that Glosson was in the net. So it would be point for the Eagles. Serve from Donahoe goes out. And 6-3, and serve will go to the Akron Rams. Merrill with the jump serve. Dug out back row by Donahoe. Picked up at the net. Merrill back over by Vasquez. Taylor, and it goes to Kurz. At the block and down for a kill. Now Angus coming back in for Taylor Ingram. So it'll be Kaylee Angus. Angus drives one Merrill, as she will lose this one off her fingertips, and Woods can't get to it. Ace for Angus. That is grade A premium choice meat, Angus. Ball served and back row, and Merrill cannot handle it. Ace number 2. 2 in a row for the junior Kaylee Angus. Six. Merrill set up by Christensen. Far near side for Glosson. Picked up by Donahoe. Set up by Angus. Kerr cannot handle it. It'll be Merrill into the net and down, and Daysprings has the lead 7-6. Serve back row will go to Woods. Set up by Christensen and picked over by Vasquez. Set up by Angus and tipped over by Vasquez, and it's tied 7-7. And serve will go to Glosson and the Rams. Ball over, dug out and out by Ingram, and Rams take another lead, 8-7. Back row, dug out by Donahoe for Kurz. Pushed over by Christensen, and Vasquez will push it on over. Fargo will try to set it over, and Vasquez through the block and dug out back row. Angus will roll it off off the net and into the antenna and make it 9-7. Back row dug out by Fargo, set up by Angus, and Vasquez over the net and puts one home for a kill as she just tipped it right back down. Back row played by Fargo, set up by Angus, tipped over by Fargo, and she can't find the court, and it'll be a timeout taken by Daysprings. They have one timeout remaining. 11-7 is the score. Akron leads 2-0 over Daysprings. As it's 2-1. Akron wins this. They become the number 1 seed out of this pool. And most likely will play Otis from the gold pool. Coming up after this game will be Resurrection and Daysprings. So Res Christian versus Daysprings Christian. And coming out of the timeout, Glosson and the Rams will still have the serve. Glosson serves back row, dug out by Ingram. Set up Angus, near side for Kurz, and off the block, down and kill. 11-8, and Kurz will give herself the serve. Back row set up by Merrill, and it'll be a free ball over by Bear. Fargo, far side for Donahoe at the block and down as Christensen with a stuff block makes it 12-8. And after she gets the block, she gets the serve. She'll serve it right to Ingram. Donahoe, and then over by Ingram. Set up Woods and tips it over and in for a kill. And heads up play by Woods, and makes it 13-8. Christensen serves long and out. Makes it 13-9. Serve goes back to Woods. Set up by Christensen. But Vasquez is out on a long attack and makes it 13-10. As Ingram, the libero, with the serve. Goes to Merrill. Christensen tips it over, and it's picked up by the Eagles. And it goes over, and Christensen, one more time. Bear will at the net, and free balled over by Akron, and that is 4 hits. It makes it 13-11. Ingram serve. Back to Merrill. Set up Christensen near side for Bear. And it's picked up by the Eagles. Backside, Vasquez. Christensen will set up Merrill off the block. Dug out by Ingram. Near side for Donahoe. And she'll put one home down the middle of the court. Makes it 13-12. As now Ingram will have a serve once again. She goes over as it'll be Glosson. Near side for Vasquez off the block. Kurz sets up Angus. Near side Fargo. Dug out by Akron. Pushed over as Vasquez will just throw it over. Set Fargo near side for Donahoe. Picked up by the back row of Akron. Free balled over by Merrill dug out as Vasquez has to push it over. Bear will put one home for a kill. And Akron takes a 2-point lead, 14-12. Vasquez with the serve, dug out back row, near side with Donahoe. He'll attack is long and make it 15-12. Vasquez with the jump serve and a foot fault as Vasquez was on the line when she served. And it's 15-13, and serve will go to the Eagles. Picked up back row by Vasquez as Bear on the attack and be picked up by the Eagles. Near side will be Angus. Dug out. Vasquez has to play this one over, and it'll be a flat-footed attack, and Merrill on the block and puts one down. And it's 16-13. Bear with the serve, and it will go to Ingram, and it'll be an ace as she can't handle that. And it's 17-13. Bear goes right back to Ingram. Set up by Fargo. Near side for Ingram. Off the block. Set up. Christensen. Glosson off the past the block. Down and in for a kill. And makes it 18-13. Christensen will dig this one out, and in the net they say was Akron, and it's 18-14. As now Donahoe will serve one over. Christensen. Woods near side for Glosson and out on the long attack. 18-15. Still in favor of Akron, but Daysprings is coming back. Michaela Donahoe. Serve to Bear. Picked up by Woods. Dug out the block. Christensen pushes it over. Ingram near side for Donahoe as inside in the net would be Donahoe. And makes it 19-15. Gives the point for Akron, and that will give Megan Woods the serve. Serve down the middle, picked up by Ingram, set up by Fargo, near side for Kurz, back out, and dug out by the Rams. Pushed over by Glosson. Fargo down the middle for Donahoe, and she puts one down for a kill. Back row dug out by Woods. Christensen for Glosson. Glosson will put one home as Fargo could not get a handle on it. It makes it 20-16. Merrill with the serve is dug out, and that's an ace out of the back row as Donahoe could not handle that. Into the net, the serve goes from Merrill. And it comes 21-17. And Kaylee Angus will come in to serve. As back row dug out by Merrill. Near side for Glosson on the set. He was dug out by Angus. Pushed over to Fargo. Off the block and down for a kill. And it's 21-18. Back row dug out by Woods and pushed over as Christensen was in the net, pushed it over. Vasquez tips it over and into the corner for a kill, makes it 22-18. Glosson delivers it, set up by Angus, near side for Fargo, over the net, as it'll be misplayed by Angus, makes it 23-18. Glosson, back row, dug out by Donahoe, near side for Kurz, and it's picked up and freed over by Fargo. Near side Christensen for Vasquez, and she dug out back row. Picked up and free balled over by Kurz. Woods to Christensen, near side for Bear, tipped over and dug out and kept alive and pushed over to the Akron side. Vasquez will go left hand and off of Angus, and 24-18, and Akron serving for the match. Glosson with the serve. Goes to Fargo as missed by Angus. And that will do it as it 25-18, your final in 3 sets. Akron takes 3 sets away from Daysprings, 25-16, 25-16, 25-18, as we get ready for match number 6. Res Christian versus Daysprings Christian. Right after this, Akron wins in a 3-set sweep as they become the number 1 seed out of the Blackpool pool play here on the Colorado Preps.tv, a big-time small-town media production of the 15th annual NJC Spectacular.